Hello, 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 my name is Agatha, my email is dunyazade@gmail.com, and I'm also a ghostwriter. If you'd like to work with me, write to dunyazade@gmail.com and I'd be delighted to work with you. Now, this is the reading, this is the interactive reading, the pick a card reading for the month of April 2022. And so pick one or two choices. If you picked, okay, if you picked option number 1, I'm going to use for you the Vision Quest. I don't know, can you see it? Vision Quest Tarot. And it's going to be a 5-card reading. And let's see how well the month of April 2022 is going to be for you, for those who picked option number 1. I said once option number 1, right? So if you picked option number 1, let's see how well the month of April 2022 is going to be for you. April 2022. April 2022. So this is going to be a 5-card reading. So let's cut. I'm going to cut. And I'm going to take 5 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Oh, okay. You have 2 major arcana cards. You have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. I think the Son of Water is the Knight of Cups. It ends in the Tower, which is chaos here. Doesn't end well. I'm sorry. This is just for April 2022. Okay, it's not for the rest of your life. Okay, just relax. So I'm gonna use also a card from Denise Lynn Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. And I'm going to take 1 card to see what is the advice for you, for those who picked option number 1. So what is the advice for you for April 2022? What is the advice for you for April 2022? April 2022, advice. I'm going to cut. I'm going to take 1 card. This one, Mystic Healer. Oh, okay. Interesting. Mystic Healer. Okay. Healing energy flows through you. Okay. Mystic Healer. Healing energy flows through you. I don't know. This is the advice, right? I just thought Reiki. Do you want to take Reiki? A Reiki course or something like that? Maybe you should take a Reiki course. Maybe you could channel all this chaos inside of you in a more positive way. So you have as the central theme here it's called Paidear because it's a deck in Portuguese. Well, it's not a Portuguese deck, but it's translated into Portuguese, which is the Father of Air, which is the King of Wands. I'm sorry, the King of Swords. The King of Swords is a rational guy. He can be late 30s or after the age of 40. He is swift in his thought and his mind, very clever, very intelligent. He sees things before they happening and kind of prepares for them. He makes long-term plans. Rational guy, doesn't really rely on emotional side. So he's a guy good with numbers, is a guy that you can rely on because he's very rational, very intelligent, but not all that emotional, okay? So you can be this person, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman. You can have a point of view which is much more rational in April 2022, or you might be dealing with this sort of person who's a very rational, intelligent, sometimes cunning sort of person, and you might be having trouble with him, okay? This could be your boyfriend, husband, ex, I don't know. And now the basis is the here it's called the Clown, but okay. Hello. Okay, it's the Clown, but it's the Fool. Okay, it's the Fool. So it's a new beginning. This, for some of you, it could be there's a brand new start in April 2022, And you have to deal with documents, you have to deal with papers, you have to plan things out very, very thoroughly. Or you might have to be dealing with a person who's intelligent, cunning, non-emotional, and you have to be dealing with this sort of person. And this person is trying to make a fool out of you. I don't know why, but I'm thinking it's a he is trying to make a fool out of you. Or this is a brand new start. You have to start something new because you have to get away from this person. I don't know what's... Maybe you're leaving this guy. Maybe he's your husband, spouse, companion, and you have to leave him. Now, the past connected with the present and the future, there's the Sun of Water, which is probably the... I think this is like the Knight of Cups. So anyway, it's someone new. I'm thinking some of you, there's a child in a mix, there's something connected with a child, there's documents, this could be a guardianship type of thing. You and him might be fighting over the guardianship of a young child, and you just decided, you know what, to hell with all of this, I'm just gonna leave. I'm just leaving, that's it. And this might have some sort of chaos, there might be some sort of chaos in your life because you just decide to leave. Now, if it's not you, it's like the other person who just decides to leave, and take your kid with you. I really hope that's not the case. I'm giving you all possibilities, so that's the reason of the chaos. Now, the advice is something that throws me off because it says mystic healer. Healing energy flows through you. So this might have nothing to do with a spouse, a son or a daughter, difficulties with a person who's non-emotional. This could be you being a very rational sort of person, but there's some sort of a spiritual awakening that happened in your life recently and you don't know how to deal with it. So the advice would be just allow this energy to flow through you. And maybe it's very difficult because you're a very rational person and you don't know how to handle this. And hence there's like all this chaos in your life and you don't know how to deal with this in a rational point of view because this is how you do it. You deal with everything in a rational way, using your intelligence, using your mind, okay? So it could be that, Now, that which is on top or that which you think of, you have the Mother of Air, which is the Queen of Swords. So I'm thinking there's a couple here. So either you're the person, you're the Queen of Swords, again, intelligent, rational, knows how to deal with things, knows how to prepare, knows how to handle things in an intelligent sort of way, in a rational sort of way, isn't all that emotional, makes decisions from a rational point of view. I don't know, it seems like a couple. It just seems like a couple that's at odds with each other. And one is like, I don't know if this is divorce or something, but there's chaos, okay? There's some sort of chaos. And it could be, for some of you, guardianship of a young child or something completely different. It could be that you are well suited to each other, everything is fine, you are a couple, you are very similar, and then you had a kid. And now things are completely different, and you've planned for this child, and you've planned things properly, but it's just total and absolute chaos. And you had no idea that having a kid would be like this, would be this absolutely chaos, even though you prepared for it, okay? But it's not going according to plan. So the advice would be just heal, just allow healing energy to flow through you in order to detain or just try to rein in this chaos. Now, this could also be, like I said, some sort of problem with someone because of a child, and there's chaos. There's like something that just either you leave with your kid and there's, it's the tower and things, that's a bad thing. when I say it's a bad thing to do, because if you are in a conflict with, let's say, the father, and you just take the kid, you know the police is going to go after you, and you lose, automatically you lose. If it's the other person who takes the kid, it's the same thing. It's like you have to involve the police, the authorities, and if there's some sort of quarrel in the justice system, it's like you win just because the other person behaved like this. I don't know exactly what's going on, but it's just better to try to deal with this in a more healing sort of way, in a more emotional sort of way, okay? And not in a rational way, because I don't know what's happening. Whatever it is, I really hope that everything turns out to be okay. Okay? Now we are going to go to option number 2. Option number 2. Hello, hello, hello. My name is Agatha. My email is dunyazade@gmail.com. I am also a ghostwriter. If you'd like to work with me, please write to dunyazade@gmail.com. So I'm going to use for you the Fantastical Creatures Tarot by Lisa Hunt and DJ Conway. This is a great deck. And this is going to be a 5-card reading. Let's see how will the month of April 2022 is going to be for you, for those who picked option number 2. Option number 2, how will the month of April 2022 is going to be for you? April 2022, April 2022. So I'm going to cut. I'm going to take 5 cards. 5 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I like to use different decks because I want to see if the cards repeat, even though there's different decks. I don't think they have in this case. Now I'm going to use also as a advice card, I'm going to use from Denise Lean, the Sacred Traveler Oracle cards. So what is the advice for you, for those who picked option number 2, what is the advice for you for the month of April 2022? For the month of April 2022. This could be a song. This could be a song. Okay. Advice, advice, advice. I'm going to cut. And I'm going to take a card which is Wandering Path. Oh, interesting. Wandering Path. Whatever does it mean? Wandering Path. Enjoy the journey. So April is just enjoy the journey in April 2022. Wandering Path. You see the fox? This is the fox. The fox, it's like a cunning sort of animal. Well, there's a map. At least you have a map. But enjoy the journey anyway. So that's the advice for you. What's happening? Let's see. So do you have Major Arcana cards? No, you do not. Let's start with the first one. With the theme, that's the Three of Wands. Interesting. The Three of Wands is a card that speaks of traveling. It's one of the meanings of the Three of Wands is traveling. Another meaning is your ships are coming in and they are filled with riches. So maybe you made some sort of investment in the past, and finally that investment in April 2022 is paying off. And this will allow for you to be more adventurous. Interesting. Well, some of you might be traveling in April 2022. I really hope, if that's the case, enjoy the travel, enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey in Wandering Path. Oh, that's fantastic. So the basis, the root you have, this seems to be a much more positive reading than the first one. The first one, the second one is better. Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is when we give, whatever we do, we get appropriate payment. Or if someone does something for us, we give appropriate payment. It's like it's reasonable for all sides involved. It's not necessarily being generous. It's just there's harmony in giving and take. There's harmony in giving and take. So what do we see? I'm gonna read. Okay, let's see. I'm going to read from the tiny little book. I'm sorry, because I don't know everything. So, Six of Pentacles. Where is Pentacles? Swords, Wands. Okay, Pentacles, maybe it's the last. No. There's Cups. No. Okay, Six of Pentacles. It's... Okay, you see? It's here. It's Domovoi. The Domovoi and his wife are known through Russian legends. Oh, cool. Are you Russian? If you picked this reading and are you Russian, that would be awesome. Strange-looking, shy creatures, they take an active interest in the home they inhabit. Oh, cool. The Domovoi likes to live under the doorstep or stove, while his shyer wife prefers to dwell in the basement. These little beings are rarely seen or heard by humans. If the family lives in peace and harmony, okay, the Domovoi and his wife do their best to help them. Okay, this is interesting. If the family is contagious, however, the couple adds to the misery. I just see good things here, honestly. So the Domovoi is creating magical pentagrams, to protect his human family and manifest good things for them. So the divinitary meaning is abundance and prosperity will enable you to help someone else in need. You will be able to repay debts. So that's the meaning. This is interesting. You have a helping hand. That's what I'm seeing. It's like God is helping you. God or whatever. Yeah, just good things happening. There's money, you have prosperity, which will allow you to go and travel. Now, the past connected with the present and the future, you have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles, the traditional meaning, is working. You know, one of the meanings is working. It's also routine, always being the same routine, always doing the same thing, or always being working. So maybe in the past you worked and you worked and you worked, and finally in April 2022 you get the rewards for that. And I would say, because you're a good person, you have a helping hand from good beings, let's call it. Also, this tells me that in the past your life was routine, and now finally in April 2022 you can go and travel. Just do it. If you have the ability to do that, just do it. Trust me on this. Oh my God, if this ever happens, if the world, I'm doing this in January 2022, if the world opens again the way it was in 2019, where you can just hop in a plane and just go, I will travel more, because this is just, no, this is insane. The way the world is, it's insane, okay? So if you have the possibility of traveling, do it. Now, the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is trying to choose. I'm going to go with you trying to choose what is the best destiny. Will I go to this place? Will I go to that place? And remember, the advice is enjoy the journey and wandering path. It's just take. It doesn't matter what path you take. They will both be equally good. Now, the outcome is the Seven of Cups. The Seven of Cups is a card of choices. Like some choices are good, some choices are bad, okay? But I'm going to go with, in this case, all choices are good. Well, of course, don't go to certain places where, you know, bad things happen, right? But I'm going to go with, in this case, I'm thinking you taking the best choice, choosing the best choice. Yes, the choices that you're making are good. And this is also a card connected with idealism and dreams. So maybe traveling is one of your dreams, or travel to a certain place is one of your dreams, or you will have a dream trip. So I think all of this is good. You worked for this. You have a helping hand. Just go. Just do it. Honestly. Okay? I think this is a very good month for you, for those who picked option number 2. Okay? And that's it. This is the reading that I have for you for the month of April 2022. Again, if you'd like to work with me as a ghostwriter, write to dunyazade@gmail.com and I'll be delighted to work with you. That's it. Bye bye.